Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So, Too Dark. A game that may just be too dark for some people. So this is coming from the same mind that created Alone in the Dark. In Too Dark, we are Smith, a detective that is on the sole mission to find his two missing children after his wife was brutally murdered 7 years ago. So this is a top-down gory horror game with quite a few gameplay mechanics. In this game you have to find clues, combine items, all while having various ways to get past each level, from sneaking past everybody to backstabbing to dressing up as a janitor and keeping track of which areas you're allowed in and what areas you're not allowed in, to killing enemies in creative alternative ways, to just plain run and gun, though the bullets in this game are pretty scarce, so this is probably not the best idea. The main objective in the game is to save as many children as possible in each level by finding them and using various mechanics to get them to exit. So you can carry them by force, you can call them, or you can simply lure them with candy. There are a lot of children in each level, some better hidden than others, some are optional, which is kind of cool in a really weird way. It kind of reminds me of the stars from Super Mario 64. At the end of each level you will confront a boss, which is a smuggler that ties into a much larger story plot once you discover more of the game. At the end of each mission you will return to your house, which will be your hub area where most of the main story happens. This game will be too dark for a lot of players, not just because of the gore or the horror, which isn't actually all that bad, but simply the fact that I think most people may not like the idea that the children are able to die in this game in some gruesome death, including the fact that you can kill them as you please. Not that that's probably a good idea since your objective is to save them. But to be honest, in my opinion, I look up to the developers for including this, since it kind of makes the game what it is and what it's supposed to be, a dark, gloomy game. And without that, I don't think it would be quite as effective. Too Dark is a bit of trial and error kind of game, since there are some traps that you just never spot the first time round. And to be honest, the game in general is pretty hard since you will die pretty quick. But being a Dark Souls fan, we're kind of used to this stuff. Just make sure you save manually whenever you can, because if you die in this game, just like I mentioned, you will die in this game. You will have to start from the start of that level unless you have manually saved, which you can do at any time except in combat because they will interrupt you. Graphics in this game aren't anything special, but it is intentional and suits this kind of game very well. The artwork on the posters and photos are very nice and I do like it. Audio can get a bit generic and repetitive after playing a few hours, but it's nothing too serious. So yeah, if you like dark stories and top-down detective stealth kind of games and don't mind how dark and gloomy things can get, you should definitely pick this game up. For me, it is an 8 out of 10, I really enjoyed it and pretty much got through it in one go, and it has got a pretty nice length to it. Too Dark is now available on PS4, Xbox One and PC. I'd like to thank Big Ben for the review copy, and yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time guys.